Where am I today? I wake up thinking about fathers, men. How do we raise our children? And the thought that's on my mind is that we have to treat particularly women for some reason, right? Daughters, okay, because I have one. But also, anytime we're dealing with women in our life, every woman, to think, how would do I treat this woman like my grandmother? Do I treat her like my mother? Do I treat her like my wife? Do I treat her like my daughter? Right? And, always, 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 always protecting. The role of protector is monumental. I was talking to somebody. This has been on my mind the last few days, and I ran into somebody, and he told me that he saw a clip, and he's kind of guy, not expecting to tell me what he saw on Instagram. And he said he got this clip, and it was from a nun, and the nun was saying that the role of the father is to open and close the door. Opens the door and decides who comes into the house, or closes the door and says stay out. Or if something's in the house or somebody in the house that's unacceptable, boom, they give him the boot. That's it. That's the theme today, right? The theme is men. So obviously the show's for men and women, obviously. If you're a woman and you're listening, well then, we're here to serve you, right? So it's service. It's always being charitable, being a gentleman, holding the door. If you have a son, teach him to hold the door. It only makes sense. We hold the door when someone's carrying a package. Polite, you open the door. Well, women's carry something. And if they're not carrying it right now, they will. Or they potentially will. So whatever it may be, you teach your son to hold the door. And as men, we protect the women. It's not because they're weak. It's because they're precious. The majestic nature of the woman is to be celebrated. And I began this with protect your children. And if you're not a father, there's other children for you to protect. If you're a man, protect the children in your life. And that child isn't always under 18. There it is. See everybody in your life as a potential child, not because you're superior to them, because it's a way to be kind and compassionate. Protect everybody in your life. Be a protector. Be a leader. What an army we have, right? If you have a whole unit of men who are caring for each other as if each other are their children. Because when you have kids, you know how you care for them. Put everything aside for them. If you don't have your own kids, you know how it is with nieces and nephews or whatever it may be. But if we can start to think, I need to protect my wife and my children and my neighbors. I need to protect. Doesn't mean to close in on yourself. It means what that nun said in the very beginning of my message today. The father opens the door and closes the door. Men open doors and close doors. They open doors. You have to decide what you let in. You have to close the door for what you don't want to come in. And if there's something already in and you want out, you have to open the door and push it out. It's similar to the assessment of the facts as they are. We all can be prophets in that sense, not predicting the future, but clearly seeing the present as it is. And how does that happen? Through prayer, through silence. I don't care if you call it prayer or meditation or contemplation. This morning, I began my day, and this isn't a boast. It's a reality. The first thing I do when I get up in the morning, and I pretty much every day, maybe there's sometimes I forget, not really. I go on my knees. And you know what? I don't go on my knees to pray. Getting on my knees is the prayer. Think about that. It is the prayer. I don't have to go on my knees and then say something, or maybe I do, but I don't have to. The act of going to your knees, putting your head to the floor, is the prayer. It's a physical acknowledgement of your humility. From dust you come, from dust you shall return. That this physical body will die. My soul will live on. Where it goes and how it interacts with my body now is up to me, is up to the time I spend in silence, of putting the technology on, and of sharing with you my love for life, my love for truth, my love for beauty, and I love you guys. I gotta go. Life beckons. All right, we'll talk to you soon.